Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here with part two of Celtic to be shared. I hope you enjoyed this video and please check out part one if you haven't done so. I hope you out for part three when it comes out. And as ever, I welcome your feedback. I'm sure there was something I was going to say in the intro, but I can't quite remember it now. But it's probably for the best because I do waffle a lot, especially in the intro. But anyway, again, I would love to hear your thoughts, especially fellow Celtic fans, and whether you think ideas are foolish or naive, what your least favourite and most favourite ideas are, or whether you think they are creative out of the box ideas or whatever. I suppose they are, but the question is whether they're creative out of the box ideas for the better or for the worse. Hopefully for the better. Anyway, here goes. So number 11, I hope more people will find out about Celtic, more potential investors, and will be happy to invest. I was going to say willing to invest, but more than willing, even happy to invest, joyous to invest even. Number 12, hopefully once some people invest and the brand value increases, share price increases, hopefully that will encourage more investors to invest as the marketing and the branding of the club will hopefully improve. And again, more people find out about the club. And again, if some investors do well, then if we could be co-owned and co-sponsored and whatnot by so many different investors, co-shareholders and whatnot, hopefully more will continue to invest. I've talked before about Conor McGregor, the UFC fighter, investing. I don't know a huge amount about UFC, to be honest, but I think as he's of Irish descent, or he is Irish, in fact, sorry, and Celtic are a club for those of Irish descent, really, or started off as a club for those of Irish descent. I think it'd be pretty cool if people like him and other celebrities, which I hope to come to, will invest in the club. Maybe he could at least like sponsor like a stand or contribute to buying one or two players, or at least something like that, even as a gesture or whatever, and use it as part of his PR or whatever, or at least like sponsor a youth academy or something like that, or even, as I say, buy a player or something like that. But again, maybe also Celtic can work with N.G.O.s and charities due to charity work it does, and that sort of thing. Number 13, I'm not a Catholic myself, and it inspired being a Celtic fan and an Italian football fan, and I even have, dare I say, conspiracy theories about Catholicism. But because our arch rivals Rangers hate Catholics, I think it'd be cool, maybe out of spite in a way, or out of vengeance. Probably shouldn't encourage vengeance, but out of vengeance, or at least a cheeky sort of vengeance in a way, if the Vatican itself, even, or Catholic churches around the world, even, which could be even better, because I'm looking for more increased investment, I suppose, if you count all the Catholic churches around the world, and the amount of people tithe or whatever money they have, if they could donate or invest in the club, even like have invest 10% of their money into shares in Celtic or something like that, to get revenge on on Rangers, for being anti-Catholic. Something like that. So the Vatican Church, the Vatican, and maybe Catholic churches, and that sort of thing. Number 14. I also hope other religious groups and organisations, or spiritual groups and organisations, maybe even Protestant groups, could invest in Celtic. Especially as Celtic does a lot of work to tackle poverty in the local community as well as around the world, and it could be like to fund football pitches, or even have a gesture of goodwill and like help people of all faiths in Scotland to get into football at Celtic Park and things like that. Number 15, again, I hope more people find out about Celtic and will, if they share the values of charity and things like that, and want to see the club do well, or they find out about the history and also fall in love with the club, so to speak. Hopefully we'll find a lot of people who will have shares in the club, again, fans and people like that. Number 16, I think also it'd be great to have celebrities like Snoop Dogg, or whatever name he goes by now, who apparently is a Celtic fan, and Coolio and people like that, and other singers, other musicians, footballers, and all sorts of people, other sports stars who support Celtic, like at least having some sort of shares in the club, or even if they have a lot of money spare, they could even donate to the club, at least to the foundation, if not to buying players, even better players, or helping the club with whatever financial needs it has. Again, investing in the youth so the club can build more homegrown or develop more rather home grown players. Number 17, I hope the club will find creative ways, as I say, to fundraise. Number 18, again, I think people of colour and anti-supremacists, anti-white supremacists, anti-Nazis, anti-fascists, or whatever, I think they should donate to the club, or have shares in the club at least, or invest in the club in some way. And hopefully the brand will be known for its good values. So hopefully more companies will want to be associated with those good values as part of their PR and things like that. Number 19, also, I hope people will support the club to help its charitable work in parts of Africa, like in the future, maybe we could help African software developers and develop African academies and things like that. Number 20, also, I think it would be great if drinks companies, food and drinks companies, especially energy drink companies, or even energy companies themselves. Bit of a controversial one. I'm not sure if the club will want to be associated with energy companies, but there may be some way they could work with the club. I'm not sure, but maybe energy companies could help Celtic fans to reduce their energy bills or stuff like that. Just try and be quirky creative as usual. But yeah, I think energy drinks should sponsor Celtic because of the slogan of our manager, Andrew Postecoglou, the great Andrew Postecoglou, who said that we never stop. So again, I'd love to see as many celebrities and people like that, possibly even just like donating to the club a little bit of money, however much it would cost, probably cost a fair amount, to open like academies, training centres in and around Glasgow and Scotland, but even overseas in developing countries and parts of Asia and Africa. So even if they donated to the club to develop those academies, so hopefully in the future more homegrown players, but also disadvantaged players from other countries can be developed from countries like China and India and Kenya and all over Asia and Africa, as well as Ireland and Scotland and around the world, can be developed. And I'd love to know what you think as ever, and I'm out. Peace and love.